This next video will make you question everything. So remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's check them out.
Number 20. World's oldest winery. Enophile. That's apparently what you call someone who's a lover or connoisseur of wine. If you're a wine enthusiast, this just might pique your interest. In 2007, a team of Armenian and Irish archaeologists discovered a winery nestled within the Ireni 1 cave in Armenia's Beyat Zor province. This winery dates back 6,100 years to around 4100 BC, making it the oldest known winery in the entire globe. The discovery of the Ireni 1 winery shifted historical perspectives, dethroning the previous record holder for the world's oldest winery, located in the West Bank and dated back just 1,000 years less than this Armenian find. Inside the cave, archaeologists uncovered a treasure trove of winemaking equipment. This includes fermentation vats, a wine press, storage jars, and pottery sherds, all instrumental in the ancient process of wine production. A unique feature of the site is a shallow basin, approximately 3 feet in depth, thought to have been used to drain juice into a deeper vat. Experts also found Vitis vinifera seeds, which are common grapevines, along with the remains of crushed fruit and leaves. Now, fun fact, did you know that wine was believed to be nature's gift to humanity? People back then loved wine so much that they thought it was a magical drink, and I guess some people still agree with this sentiment. Before we go on,
I'm one of those people, man. You know that I occasionally get in my wine bag at this stage of my life. Let's just say that. And I don't know why I'm surprised. You know what I mean? A lot of the older movies and different things showed them drinking and partaking in different wines and different things back there. I don't know, just to hear it and then that long ago. But they took it serious. But to hear them say it was nature's gift, I'm gonna use that one now. This is nature's gift to us. This is the world's gift to us. I'm gonna use that.
Like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now. Number 19. Joseph Henry Loveless. Born on December 3, 1870, Joseph Henry Loveless was believed to be an ordinary man until May 1916, when he committed a heinous act, claiming the life of his wife Agnes using an axe while she slept. What's worse, this dreadful deed was allegedly witnessed by 2 of their children. Following this, Loveless was arrested, but his stay in jail was short-lived. Somehow, he successfully cut open the bars of his cell and escaped. No one saw him until 1979, when a family hunting for arrowheads in Buffalo Cave near Dubois, Idaho, stumbled upon a headless torso in a burlap sack. Definitely the most unexpected find. This gruesome discovery was the beginning of a long process to unveil the identity of the remains. In 1991, further body parts were found in the same cave, including a hand, both legs, and an arm. However, it was not until 2019, with the aid of forensic genealogy, that these remains were conclusively identified as those of Joseph Henry Loveless. The details surrounding Loveless' death remain shrouded in mystery. His clothing at the time of his death matched descriptions on a wanted poster issued after his jailbreak, suggesting he died in 1916. The nature of his demise is speculative, with theories ranging from retributive justice by his deceased wife's family to other unknown causes. His body has been dismembered with multiple sharp tools, but the cause and circumstances of his death are still unresolved. Number 18.
Number 1, I would say karma. Karma caught up to him. And number 2, for somebody to do that, they had to be that upset with him. So yeah, I would think it would be the family members. But they probably weren't around when they found those body parts. But that's another thing I be saying about people going in caves, bro. Look where he went to seek refuge, inside of a cave. Telling y'all, man, prisoners, you just don't know, serial killers, all that kind of stuff could be in a cave, and you just going in there thinking you got a flashlight and finna explore this cave and find something. You're gonna find something, all right.
Neanderthal stone circles. Around 1,100 feet from Bruniquel Cave's entrance in southwestern France, renowned for numerous Paleolithic sites, experts uncovered an astonishing sight: Neanderthal-crafted stone circles dating back approximately 176,500 years, challenging previous expectations about the capabilities of these ancient inhabitants. This ancient construction is composed of rings of stalagmites, meticulously cut into regular lengths and arranged in 2 circles and 4 piles. What's astounding is that this circle predates the arrival of modern humans in Europe and signifies a time when Neanderthals were the sole hominins in the region. Semicircular walls of stalagmites and traces of fire were also discovered in the area. To this day, the precise purpose of these Neanderthal stone circles remains a mystery. The skill and effort required to create them suggest a level of social and technical sophistication previously not fully appreciated in Neanderthal societies. Perhaps it's true that we aren't too great at giving our predecessors the credit their intellect and skill deserve. So do you have any theories about what these stone circles were used for? Is this an early form of religion? Or perhaps it's just the beginning of art? Number 17. Oldest jewelry in the world. If you were asked to imagine what the oldest jewelry in the world looks like, what comes to mind? If you're imagining rocks or seashells, well, you're close to the actual thing. Between 2014 and 2018, archaeologists discovered the oldest known jewelry in the world, dating back between 142,000 and 150,000 years ago. This jewelry was found within the confines of Bismon Cave in southwestern Morocco, and it's a discovery that changes how we view the craftsmanship of our ancestors. This jewelry consists of 33 beads made from half-inch long sea snail shells. These ancient beads are believed to be artifacts of the Aterian culture, which flourished in the region for more than 100,000 years during the Middle Stone Age. They're known for their distinctive stone tools, and these beads easily prove their craftsmanship. This discovery shows that even the earliest Homo sapiens held an appreciation for beauty and personal adornment, a trait that seems to be a fundamental aspect of human nature. Before this discovery, it was believed that the oldest known jewelry was the African ornaments made from ostrich eggshell beads in Kenya. However, Moroccan jewelry predates the ostrich beads by an astonishing 35,000 years or more. Who knows? Perhaps there are older man-made accessories worn by our predecessors waiting to be discovered.
I wonder, like, you think about jewelry and stuff like that, I wonder if it showed your rank or what level or position you held within this civilization or something like that. You know what I mean? The higher up, the better. The jewelry maybe or something like that. I wonder what the jewelry signified or what it was a sign of for yourself to have that. You know what I mean? And those who didn't, was there reasoning behind that? I bet there's a whole like deep dive you can go into behind jewelry back in the day that means a lot to them. I wanna dive. I'm gonna look into that. Maybe we'll do a video on that soon.
Number 16. Crystallized human sacrifice. The Aktun Tunachil Muknal Cave, also known as ATM, located near San Ignacio in the Cayo district of Belize, is renowned for being a major Mayan archaeological site that includes an array of artifacts like skeletons, ceramics, and stoneware. This cave system extends about 3 miles and consists of a long river passage and a series of upper prehistoric passages. These passages contain 14 skeletal remains and numerous examples of ancient Mayan pottery that have proved to be invaluable discoveries that describe the region's history. But perhaps the most prominent and intriguing find within the cave is what's come to be known as the Crystal Maiden, which was found in the cavern back in 1989. Well, despite its name, this is the skeleton of what is believed to be a 17-year-old boy, possibly one of the many human sacrifices from a long time ago. Over time, the bones of this skeleton have undergone a natural process of calcification, giving them a sparkling, crystallized appearance akin to genuine crystals. Experts believe that the young boy perished tragically before he was thrown inside the cave. Number 15.
A time that once was. A time when sacrifices seemed normal. Something you were supposed to do. Man, be grateful. Be grateful. When you feeling like you're ungrateful and you taking things for granted, think about where you could have ended up or what era you could have been born in.
Skull cups. Deep within Gough's Cave in Cheddar Gorge, Somerset, England, a startling discovery was made. Human skulls meticulously transformed into pots and drinking cups. It seems that even our predecessors had an interest in the macabre. This remarkable find dates back to the Bronze Age, showing a tradition that spans nearly 4,000 years. These skulls exhibit signs of deliberate modification. The process involved meticulously removing the scalp and flesh to clean the skulls and convert them into functional objects. For the first time, researchers have gained insights into the processing of a unique material, revealing intentional shaping rather than mere cutting or butchering. Examining discarded human bones alongside butchered animal remains at the site, it was observed that only the skulls underwent meticulous treatment. Notably, they were carefully cleaned, scalped, facial features removed, and edges chiseled to transform them into functional cups or bowls. This careful transformation suggests a dual purpose. Not only were these skulls used as containers or vessels, but they also served as personal decorations, and possibly as war trophies. Number 14. The largest crystals in the world. In the heart of Chihuahua...
Just imagine eating out of a... No, I can't even say it without even just... eating out of a skull bowl. No, thank you.
Chihuahua, Mexico, lies a subterranean marvel called the Cave of the Crystals. This cave, connected to the Nika mine, was first unveiled in 2000 when miners Eloy and Javier Delgado were drilling for fresh ore deposits. This discovery revealed a hidden chamber filled with some of the largest natural selenite crystals ever found. Measuring roughly 98 feet long and 33 feet wide, this cave was filled with groundwater for thousands of years. This water, driven upward into the opening by a magma chamber located deep within the earth, contributed to the formation of these gigantic, mesmerizing crystals. With its roof propped up by immense selenite crystals, this cavern almost resembles something from another planet. And so for years, these crystals, some of the largest ever found, have captivated scientists and visitors, offering a glimpse into the geological wonders beneath the Earth's surface. However, the Cave of the Crystals is dangerous despite its beauty. The cave's hot and humid environment, due to the magma intrusion below it, poses significant challenges for exploration and study. Number 13. The Wolf's Egg Iron. The Wolf's Egg Iron, also known as the Salzburg Cube, is a small cuboid mass of iron that stirred considerable intrigue when it was found in 1885. This object was discovered in Wolf's Egg am Hausrück, Austria, embedded in tertiary lignite, which is basically a form of coal that dates back millions of years. Its distinctive features include nearly flat sides with two convex opposite sides and a deep groove incised around its mid-height. Initially, the Wolf's Egg Iron generated interest due to claims of it being an out-of-place artifact, suggesting it was a worked iron cube found in a 20-million-year-old coal seam. But how could that be possible? Some believe that it's from a meteorite, but later analysis in 1966 to 1967 by the Vienna Naturhistorisches Museum using electron beam microanalysis dispelled the notion of it being of meteoric origin. The analysis found no traces of nickel, chromium, or cobalt in the iron, which would typically be present in meteoric iron. The lack of sulfur also ruled out the possibility of it being pyrite. Given its low magnesium content, experts suggested it might be a piece of cast iron used as ballast in early mining machinery. A machinery encased in a 20-million-year-old coal seam would mean that our predecessors worked with iron way earlier than we thought. Researchers are still perplexed by this discovery to this day, but some also dismiss it as an elaborate hoax. Today, it's housed in the Heimathaus Museum in Vöcklabruck, Austria, and its real origin remains unknown. Number 2.
Also, it's giving off like fossilized egg vibes. Did anybody else, before he started going in depth and talking about it, did anybody else get that vibe as well? As soon as he showed it, I was looking at it like, dang, that kind of looked like a fossilized egg. Of what, though? Then my mind just started just wondering what that could be until he started explaining what it was. But man, that looked like some Jurassic Park stuff there.
12. Kawaii Cave Wolf Spider. The Kawaii Cave Wolf Spider is a unique arachnid found exclusively in the Hawaiian Islands, particularly in the Koala-Poipu region of Kauai. This spider is a cave dweller, inhabiting large cave passages, small meso-caverns, and cracks within a specific lava flow area of 4.1 square miles. If you're afraid of house spiders because of the multiple beady eyes, well, this is another type of arachnid you'd be creeped out by. You see, this species is completely eyeless, a characteristic adaptation to its dark cave environment. Adult Kawaii cave wolf spiders typically measure between 12.7 and 19 millimeters in length. Their appearance is distinguished by a reddish-brown to orange carapace with a pale abdomen and bright orange legs. Each leg is equipped with 4 pairs of short black spines and a thin coating of pale silky hairs, and their chelicerae have 3 large teeth used for biting prey. But if the appearance of these spiders disturbs you, fret not. The Kawaii cave wolf spider's range is highly restricted, found only in the koala basin of Kauai. Regularly, these spiders are found in just 3 caves: Koala Cave 1, Koala Cave 2, and Kiahuna Mauka Cave. Additionally, they're found in an experimental cave operated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, known as Cave 3075C. So unless you venture into these caverns, there's no chance you'd come across these guys. Number 11. Fantastic Pit. Now this isn't exactly a discovery, but a location inside a cavern. The Fantastic Pit, located inside Ellison's Cave in Walker County, Georgia, is a true marvel of nature, as its name suggests. This pit is renowned for being the deepest unobstructed underground pit in the United States, with a staggering depth of 586 feet. This cave extends over 12 miles and reaches a depth of 1,063 feet, making it the 12th deepest cave in the United States. The Fantastic Pit is just one of several underground vertical pitches in Ellison's Cave, but it's by far the most impressive due to its immense depth. The Fantastic Pit's sheer depth and unobstructed drop have made it a popular and challenging location for caving enthusiasts. It's a site that requires a
I just feel, and I'm not claustrophobic, but it just looked like it would feel hard to breathe that deep in that cave with everything that could be floating in the air. You don't, and then again, you don't even know what you're breathing.
High level of skill and experience to navigate safely, and it attracts cave explorers from around the country and the world. The pit offers a unique and disorienting experience, as evidenced by photographs capturing cave explorers rappelling into its depths. Would you dare explore its depths? Number 10.
No, because that rope could snap, and then what? Then what? What are you gonna do? You can't get no signal in there. Yeah, no thank you. You put a lot of trust in that rope, and I know they got so many pound test limits for rope and different things like that, but still, I still wouldn't chance it. Low risk, low reward. High risk, low reward. That's what that is.
10. Alabama Cavefish. Here's another bizarre cave dweller that some of you might already know about, the Alabama Cavefish. This unique species is found exclusively in the underground pools of Key Cave, located in northwestern Alabama, United States, within the Key Cave National Wildlife Refuge. Due to its highly specialized habitat, the Alabama cavefish is one of the rarest cave-dwelling fish species in North America. Adult Alabama cavefish typically measure between 1.2 to 2.5 inches in length. They're notable for their distinct physical characteristics, which include an elongated flattened head, a laterally constricted snout, a terminal mouth, and a lack of ray spines in their fins. The fins have incisions that give them a spiky appearance. What makes them stand out, ironically, is the fact that they have no discernible pigmentation, resulting in a pinkish-white appearance, and it's completely eyeless, a common trait among cave dwellers. The transparent fins and skin, along with a large head that makes up more than 1/3 of its body length, are adaptations to its dark subterranean environment. While the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service protects the entrance to the cave and a part of the surface property, much of the surrounding land, particularly portions of the aquifer and recharge area, remains unprotected. This lack of comprehensive protection poses a significant threat to this already vulnerable species, as its habitat is critical for survival. Number 9.
Alien.
Screaming Mummy. The Screaming Mummy is not only among the most bizarre things discovered in a cave, but it's also among the most bizarre mummified remains in all of Egypt. This mummy, currently on display at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, is notorious for its eerie appearance, with an agape mouth and strained facial muscles giving the illusion of a perpetual scream. This is believed to be Prince Pentawere, who was involved in a conspiracy to end the life of his very own father, Pharaoh Ramesses III, around 1155 BC. Perhaps it's for this reason that Pentaware's mummy was not given a proper mummification process. No embalming fluids were used, allowing the body to mummify naturally. This process, combined with his mouth being left open, led to the mummy's distinct screaming appearance. But the lack of proper mummification wasn't enough. His body was wrapped in sheepskin, a material considered ritually impure by the ancient Egyptians, indicating a form of punishment beyond the grave. Number 8.
Still well preserved though. Did you see that? Like, he was well preserved. You still saw his teeth, which actually still had a hint of whiteness to it. That was crazy to me.
Texas blind salamander. Imagine wandering into the mysterious world of underground caves where sunlight never reaches, and the inhabitants are as peculiar as the environment itself. Among these oddities is the Texas blind salamander. Residing in the Edwards Aquifer in Texas, this salamander exhibits a distinct feature that is incredibly common among creatures who thrive in caves and caverns. Evolution, having deemed vision unnecessary in the pitch-black caves, has left the Texas blind salamander with only vestigial eye spots beneath its skin. But nature compensates. It boasts highly sensitive external gills that look like feathery tufts, which help it detect minute changes in water flow, aiding in hunting and navigation in its dark habitat. The salamander's ghostly appearance, with its translucent skin, easily shows its internal workings. You can see its internal organs as it beats. This bizarre creature's diet mainly consists of small invertebrates found in the aquifer, a habitat that remains a largely unexplored domain. Classified as endangered, this creature's existence is threatened by factors like water pollution and habit destruction, primarily due to human activities. Thanks to its bizarre appearance, many people have been aware of its existence and advocate for its protection. Number 7. The Mount Owen MOA. In 1986, a group of experts explored a cave in Mount Owen when they stumbled upon a claw. It was a horrifying find, as it looked like it hadn't been long since it was severed. But as the specimen was studied, its story became more perplexing. It turned out that the claw didn't belong to a creature that perished recently, but rather to an extinct creature, a moa. The moa, a now extinct group of flightless birds that once roamed New Zealand, were unlike any creature we see today. These birds, which could no longer fly, adapted remarkably to their forested environments, with strong legs and a towering presence.
I was just about to say, but he said it, strong legs. Those type of birds you have to watch for, because they'll go for like your gut and try to like slice you open. Look at you can tell by the claws, bro. Come right across you down the middle, however sideways, fam, and you spill your whole contents out. Fam, like, they might look like you could get away from them or something like that, or get up on them or try to harm them. They can defend.
But what makes the Mount Owen discovery even more compelling is the window it opens into our planet's past. The preservation of the claw suggests that the moa lived in the relatively recent past, becoming extinct, likely due to human activity. Number 6. Coffin Caves. Deep in the heart of China lies a cavern shrouded in mystery known as the Anshan Cave. This is also known as the Cave of 1,000 Coffins. Located in the Guizhou province, Anshan Cave presents a remarkable and rather chilling sight. Rows upon rows of wooden coffins, some of which are believed to be over 1,000 years old. These coffins belong to the Bo people, an ancient culture that once thrived in the region. It's an unusual sight, but it's part of the culture of the people who resided near the caves for years. The practice of cave burial, where the dead were placed in coffins and then secured in cave niches or on cliff faces, was a unique funeral custom of the Bo, symbolizing a desire to be closer to the heavens. The exact count of coffins and the full extent of the cave remain shrouded in mystery, signifying just how vast this grave is. In time, some of the coffins have succumbed to nature, but the majority of them remain well preserved. Perhaps you're wondering why these coffins were left alone. Well, it's to respect the beliefs of the culture who created these coffins. Aside from the belief that the souls would be closer to heaven by situating the coffins near the high cavern, letting them rot as time passed would ensure that the departed would give them entry to heaven. Number 5. Underwater graveyard with giant lemur bones. In depths of underwater caverns off the coast of Madagascar, experts discovered an underwater graveyard brimming with the bones of giant lemurs. This discovery transports us to an era when these now extinct creatures roamed the island. Madagascar, as you might already know, is an island with a rich tapestry of biodiversity. This place was also once home to these enormous lemurs, vastly different from the small, agile creatures we know today. These giant lemurs were some of the largest that ever existed, with some species believed to be as large as modern-day gorillas. The underwater graveyard, found in submerged caves, reveals a trove of well-preserved lemur bones. The environment within these caves has created conditions ideal for preservation, providing scientists with invaluable insights into these extinct giants. The skeletal remains tell a story of a diverse lemur population, varying in size and shape, which once thrived in Madagascar's lush forests. What makes this discovery even more compelling is the glimpse it offers into the island's ecological past. These giant lemurs were part of a unique ecosystem that has undergone significant changes, many due to human activities. Now, can you imagine if these creatures are still alive to this day? How different would the Madagascar ecosystem be? Number 4. Gabayan Mummies. Nestled in the remote mountains of the Philippines lies a remarkable and somewhat eerie historical site known as the Gabayan Mummies, also referred to as the fire mummies of the Ibaloi. This site, hidden away in the caves of Cabayan in the Benguet province, provides a fascinating glimpse into the ancient burial practices of the Ibaloi people, an indigenous group in the country. The Gabayan mummies date back to as early as 1200 AD and are a testament to the complex and intricate mummification processes practiced by the Ibaloi. Unlike the Egyptian method of mummification, which involves removing organs and using chemicals, the Ibaloi method was unique and surprisingly elaborate. The process began shortly before a person's death, when the individual would consume a very salty drink. After death, the body was washed and placed over a fire in a seated position, slowly drying out the internal organs and preserving the body. The heat and the smoke helped in the preservation process, giving the mummies their distinct fire-blackened appearance. The mummies were then placed in intricately carved wooden coffins and entombed in the caves of Cabayan, a sacred place for the Ibaloi. These caves, some of which are quite difficult to access, have helped preserve the mummies from natural decay and human interference. These mummies are important not only to Ibaloi, but also to the entire country. For this reason, the fire mummies are protected by the government. Number 3. 170,000-year-old roasted root vegetables. In 2020, archaeologists unearthed 170,000-year-old roasted root vegetables in a cave in southern Africa. This find, located in the border cave in the Lebombo Mountains on the border between South Africa and Eswatini, offers a fascinating glimpse into the culinary practices of our ancient ancestors. The timeline for utilizing fire in cooking has been extended by tens of thousands of years due to this discovery.
I would love to see if we could compare their veggies to ours these days and see who was the more healthy. I know it's going to be them probably by far, but I still would like to know and see that comparison. I wonder if that would be possible with them finding all that stuff. I would love to test that against our stuff today, just to see. We already have an idea, but just to see.
It's been long known that early humans used fire. This finding suggests they had a more sophisticated use of this technology than we previously thought. The roasted vegetables in question are tubers from plants similar to modern-day African potatoes. These tubers were likely a staple in the diet of early humans, providing essential carbohydrates and nutrients. This discovery also provides insight into the social and cultural aspects of early human life. The sharing of cooked food could have played a role in social bonding and developing more complex social structures. It shows that early humans had developed a level of cooperation and community living centered around the preparation and sharing of food. Number 2.
See, that takes me back to music reactions, back when I used to do music reactions. And I used to always tell y'all, man, when I would check out different genres and stuff like that, and you would expose me to that, I would always say, man, you know what? You know what would get this country back? Food. Food always has a way of uniting people, man. Even back that far. I'm telling y'all, man, you think we need just some grand thing to kind of, it could be something as simple and small as food to bring people together and to stop the argument, the back and forth, the divide, all of this stuff. I'm telling you, food and music, two things can solve a lot of problems, bro.
2. 26,000-year-old evidence of companionship. The Chauvet Cave in France is renowned for its prehistoric wall paintings, but it contains a more interesting discovery, the ancient footprints of a young boy and a wolf. This remarkable discovery suggests a deeper, more ancient relationship between humans and canines than previously understood. Found deep within the cave, these footprints are believed to be around 26,000 years old.
Wow.
The tracks of the young boy, estimated to be around 8 to 10 years old, are accompanied by the paw prints of a large canine, possibly a wolf or an early domesticated dog. The proximity and parallel nature of the footprints imply that the child and the animal were walking together, indicating a possible companionship or bond. This discovery challenges the conventional timeline of dog domestication. Previously, it was believed that dogs were domesticated from wolves around 15,000 to 20,000 years ago. However, the footprints in the Cavefish cave suggest that this relationship may have begun much earlier. The presence of these footprints in such a significant and spiritual location as the Cavefish cave also points to the cultural and perhaps spiritual importance of canines to early humans. If the canine companion was indeed a wolf, it could indicate an early attempt at domestication, or, at the very least, a symbiotic relationship between humans and wolves. This relationship could have been based on mutual benefits such as hunting and protection. If the animal were an early domesticated dog, it would suggest that the bond between humans and dogs formed a significant part of human life much earlier than previously thought. And now, it's time for today's topic. Drone makes chilling discovery deep inside a cave. An explorer was trying to capture footage of an isolated cave in an undisclosed location in South America when he saw smoke coming out of the cave. He flew the drone inside, and there he found a person who started a fire a little further into the cave's entrance. Taken over by his curiosity, he went to the cavern and confronted the man, which was probably not the best idea. The stranger claimed he was trying to see if the cavern had another exit by using the smoke. Now, this action is not only illegal, but it's also dangerous. Not only does this affect the ecosystem inside the cave, but it also poses a risk to the surrounding environment. But I guess we should be thankful that the drone pilot didn't stumble upon something worse. Number 1. 30,000-year-old figurines. In 2003, experts stumbled upon an unexpected find in a cave in Germany. Upon entering the cavern, they were welcomed by small figurines carved from mammoth ivory that was crafted an astonishing 30,000 years ago. These are among the earliest undisputed artworks found. Tens of thousands of years ago, it seems like people were interested in carving horse heads, lion men, and water birds. Not much of a difference in the subjects of today's art. However, these figurines are believed to be connected to shamanism. In the past, these creations were used by priests to influence not only nature, but human behavior. These are all awesome discoveries, but I really like the 26,000-year-old footprints.
I like the footprints too, but I'm still on the veggies though, man. To go back and see that, and to hear how it brought them together, they bonded through food and stuff like that, can be a resolution for us, man, for us to look at the past. And sometimes in order to go forward, you got to go back to the past and see what worked and different things like that. So, like I said, man, music and food can fix a lot of things going on in this world. Listen, man, y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of this video, man. And stick around and stay tuned. Until next one, I'm gone.